What's up guys, how you doing? It's me, GoBarber2, with my dad, GoDaddy2, and we are here today at Super FamiCon in Greensboro, North Carolina. So we've already attended a couple panels here. The first panel we went to was actually one on video games and autism, which was really interesting. They started talking about different improvements that developers could make to games to make them more accessible to people with autism, that sort of stuff. I just found that really interesting. We also went to a Pokemon panel that was about the game's 20-year history, getting all the details on the games and stuff. We're ready to just check out some more stuff, and I'm sure this guy right here is going to be taking some notes because actually he teaches at a college and he actually teaches game design. What have you taken away from the convention so far?
I took away there's a lot of ways that we can be involved and contribute, especially in accessibility and use in game design. I will talk to my class about that. It helps me as a teacher to be able to form the next generation of game designers.
Like, who knows, guys? Like, the people he talks to may just be like one of the biggest developers one of these days. He's gonna go ahead and just check some stuff out. I heard there's some like YouTubers and some social media people around here, so it'll be cool to meet them. Just a heads up though, if you do decide to check out their channels, even if I encourage it, not all of their content may be suitable for the people watching here on this channel. So if you check them out, keep that in mind. But anyway, I guess we can just move on, right? Oh, and one more thing I have to tell you guys. I'm going to be participating in some tournaments around here. Probably the ARMS tournament, because I heard that was going to be going on soon. We'll see if that happens. It's going to be great. Let's go! Okay, so we're here at this like fancy restaurant area in the venue. Dad here's already started eating lunch. I'm gonna have to get that too. Gotta get your fuel. And I gotta say, it's really nice in here. They literally have like the Legend of Zelda cartoons, Mario Brothers Super Show, a bunch of anime stuff just playing in the background. Like, that's the kind of stuff I want to watch. Like, forget those sports games. I want to watch the Mario Brothers Super Show. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so we got Virtual Boy. This is the first time I've ever seen one in person, I think, or any of the games for that matter. This is pretty cool. Oh, so it's got a focus bar. I completely forgot it was on there. Well, this has been fun. I've spent so much time out there looking at all the art and all that cool stuff that I totally messed up my schedule there. Guess I'll have to check in and see if they're still doing the ARMS tournament thing. We've been trying to find some places to eat around here, that sort of thing, but I also want to update you guys real quick on what's going on with all the tournaments. We talked to some of the people there, and it seems that their website is out of date. Somehow, the date for the ARMS tournament is actually different. It's actually on Sunday. Honestly, I'm just looking on the bright side, because really, it's just awesome to be here. There has been a lot of other cool stuff that's happened, and some stuff that's going to happen. There's going to be a great finale to the night. There's going to be that Stars of YouTube panel. Definitely want to make sure that I get some footage of that for you guys. Also, it looks like my battery's going to die soon, so I'm going to turn this off and come back to you guys after dinner, do that Stars of YouTube panel stuff. And hopefully also be able to talk to one or two of the guys there. Nintendrew and I already planned to meet up there.
Just because you spend all this money on equipment, you got good videos and high quality and everything looks good, if nobody's seeing it, you're not getting the numbers. A lot of people expect that exposure just to fall in their laps, and I think you're about to touch on it right now, but social media, you've got to be on top of that. I've talked to so many people who approach me and they're like, oh man, that's cool, you got a YouTube channel. Like, I've been thinking about doing it. Of course, they want to do stuff like makeup. Ladies love makeup, they like the little makeup tutorial stuff. And they're like, how I do that? And I'm like, well, you prepare yourself to be on social media, actually grinding for like 2 hours. I don't know how long you stay on social media, but I'll stay on there for about 2 or 3 hours, just like you said, trying to get my videos in front of new eyeballs, getting new people to see, connecting with people. When somebody leaves a comment, I'm responding back to them. And just, you know, like you said, trying to get those people to come back every day, because if they start coming back every time you post a video, that's what I like to call a guaranteed member of your community. Like you said, like those people, even though they're subscribed to you, that doesn't mean they have to watch your videos. But if they actually like your stuff, they're gonna come back and they're like, oh man, new video up, let me go ahead and get it. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base on that because that hit hard home with me with the last year. I do a lot of producing stuff in V-Major Gaming, so I'm always behind the computer, behind the camera, doing this, that, and the third. And people think it's so easy, but it's really not. I'm pretty sure you can talk about that more.
So something that you touched on that I think is really important is you mentioned that you can have like a great camera, great lighting, great setup, but still not get those views. And something that I wanted to bring up is that it can be a daunting task for somebody who's starting out to think that like, oh, there's these people that have this $1,000 camera and have this crazy setup. But as a case study, I guess, I built a subscriber base in excess of 25,000 people before I ever stopped recording videos with this cell phone. And this is my camera. And I used 2 $5 lamps from Walmart for my lighting. And that's how I started. And you can absolutely start with something. You don't have to spend hardly anything to get started. That's something that's a big misconception, I think, that a lot of people think. They just want to quickly run through content, because I assume that probably, usually it's about a 50-50 split of people who have an idea of exactly what you want to do on YouTube, or people who are trying to feel out what that niche is, and you know that you have to find your groove and find that rut that you want to stick in that works for you, something that you're passionate about and something that people want to watch. To speak to the people who are not sure yet what your style is or what your videos are, one of the biggest things that I can advise you to do is to look for somebody for inspiration, look to somebody who's making videos that you want to see. My biggest inspiration to start YouTube was last year I was watching Metal Jesus Rocks on YouTube. If any of you have seen him.
Oh, yep.
He has an amazing channel. He has nearly 500,000 subscribers at this point, and he makes videos on retro game collecting. And I thought at that, like, he was getting me passionate about the hobby and about collecting games. And when I watched his videos, I thought, oh man, I wish he would make a video on this topic or on this topic. So I did. I went back, I took his format, I made it my own, and I made videos that I wish that he would. And that's one of my biggest pieces of advice that I can give to someone, is take something that you want to take inspiration from and make the videos you wish they would. Like, make something that you're not seeing on YouTube yet that you would want to watch. That's the biggest piece of advice I could give for content. The second biggest piece is to look for fresh ideas, and I know it's far easier said than done to try to find something. Like, it feels like every idea under the sun has been done on YouTube. But when you can find a truly unique topic that no one else has covered yet, like if it's something that is just specific enough that nobody else has thought of it or nobody else has done it, but broad enough that it appeals to a big enough audience, it can be explosive. So as an example, I want to give the example of my highest performing YouTube video to date, which is a video I made on the Nintendo Switch as a VR platform. This was about 2 months after a patent had leaked that Nintendo was working on a patent for a headset to like slot the Switch into and use it like a Samsung Gear VR or something like that. Something clicked in my mind. I was thinking like, okay, I have this generic headset that's meant to make like to use a tablet with Google Cardboard as a VR headset. This was also right around the time that people had discovered that there was an exploit in the Switch's web browser where you could hijack the web browser and redirect it to any website you wanted. So what I ended up doing, the whole culmination of what clicked in my head, is what I did is I took footage from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, and I rendered it in the Citra emulator, which, if you don't know, is a 3DS emulator that can upscale to 720p or higher. So I took 720p footage of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I compiled that into a side-by-side image on the YouTube video, uploaded that to YouTube, hijacked the Switch's web browser to that video, and popped it in this headset. So now you can see on the Switch, on the actual hardware, see how much that lower resolution and that refresh rate will affect your gameplay on the Switch as a VR system. So this is something that nobody else had thought to do yet, because this is a brand new topic. People were just talking about the Switch as a VR platform. It was kind of a perfect storm, and I'm not suggesting that you could do this every week, because I've had maybe 2 or 3 videos like this that are like this idea that clicks, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect, because that's something people are talking about. They're talking about the Switch as a VR platform. It's just specific enough that people haven't fully explored it, and it's something that you can catch that early that is something that will appeal to a lot of people.
So I'm here with Nintendrew. He just wrapped up the YouTube gaming panel that I just showed a clip of. I really appreciate your tips, man. It was awesome.
It was
awesome hearing that.
It's great to talk to people who are interested in breaking out on the platform.
So guys, definitely make sure to check out his channel. I'll leave the link in the description of that. Tell him Go Barber 2 sent you.
Yeah.
And that is a wrap on Super FamiCon. I won't be able to go for the next day, which is Sunday. Don't really have the cash to be able to buy anything more than a day pass. But it was really fun to go to this. I took away so much from it. I really loved that panel at the end. I'm ready to go ahead and hit the hay. I'm just gonna wrap this up here. Thanks for watching. I'm done talking. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Follow me me on Twitter for updates and all sorts of fun things. See you guys next time. Peace out.